Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Titans going up against the Texans. So with kickoff straight ahead, we'll check in with our broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. Another pistol look here. On the read option, it's Mariota. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. J.J. Watt there on the tackle for a loss. Of course, last year's Defensive Player of the Year.
And we love saying his name, don't we? J.J. Watt. How about all that production, too? 29 tackles for loss in 2015.
And second place only at 23. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. Mariota now on second down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Offensive starters, here they are. And Delaney Walker, Charles, it's a guy that you and I said we wanted to discuss a bit.
Yeah, and we should, because remember, he came out of college as a wide receiver. So he's one of the early guys to move from a wide receiver position to tight end and still run routes as if he were a wide receiver. An excellent target.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. On third down, Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They run with a rookie. Here's Henry. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Jonathan Joseph goes under the radar a little bit as one of the better cover corners in the league. But his team knows his value. He can lock up good receivers.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And runs like that, those are the ones that got Mr. Henry that Heisman Trophy a year ago.
Not only is he big, strong, fast, I love his agility and his vision. That's the reason he piles up the yards, and he definitely doesn't shy away from carries.
Mariota now from the 50. Wright's got it. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. They'll run the option left. Mariota going to give it to his fullback. This is Charleston Fowler. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I I love the modern game, but that was a throwback right there to see the big man with football, running, knocking people aside, and picking up yardage. That takes me back to the 60s, the 70s, when fullbacks ruled the earth.
They go play action here on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's brought down after a good gain. And they get 28 yards on that one. And the Titans are going to have a first and goal. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Here's Fowler, the fullback. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Second down, goal to go from the 6. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for him to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for him. Instead, they don't get into the end zone.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. First carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
Again, it's Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And that's a guy, Lamar Miller, from Miami, went to the University of Miami, was playing for the Dolphins, but now moved to the Lone Star State.
Yeah, how about that? And sometimes that change of scenery, it may look like it's going to affect him adversely. He's away from his home for the first time ever, but sometimes you get out on your own somewhere else, that can increase your performance. You only focus on your football.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So the pickup there for Lamar Miller, and he actually shredded his current team last year when he played against them. 175 yards, another 61 in the air, and 2 touchdowns.
I guess that's a classic example of if you can't stop him, go get him, put him on your team. Lamar Miller, big-time pickup for the Texans.
Here's Osweiler, the Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll lead here to a third down. The starting defense for the Titans.
Jason McCourty's twin brother, Devin, has gone to multiple Super Bowls. But Jason's carving out a nice niche himself as a cover corner. A nickel set shown by the Titans on third down.
Thinking pass. Osweiler now to throw on third down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now Osweiler on first down, and he slings one that's incomplete. Two seconds to go, first quarter.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Over. Here we go. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney.
Second and 10 now. Osweiler. That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a good gain. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On second down, here's Osweiler. That's complete right around the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And his kick is good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And there's a flag on the field. Oh, he slipped right by him. He's still barreling through. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Third down, Mariota. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
First down carry for Henry. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards.
But that is not my father or my grandfather's defensive tackle, because those guys, they were pretty static on the line of scrimmage, just kind of hold things up. And if plays came to them, they made some tackles. Nowadays, your job is to get upfield, get into the offensive backfield, and make plays. And, oh, my goodness, can these guys run nowadays? That's why they're able to make plays all up and down the line of scrimmage.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Mariota now. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Third and long here for Mariota. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, the Titans will turn it over to their punter since 2009, and that's Brett Kern. This is taken at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Texans take possession. And now out comes Houston. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain.
All right, here we go. 3 down. Detroit!
Now Osweiler on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Here's Osweiler to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. On 4th down, the Texans will turn it over to the active leader in punting yards, and that's Shane Leckler. Back deep, Mark Mariani.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage looked defensively. Incomplete. He was looking for DeMarco Murray out of the backfield. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. A terrific return, 30 yards all in all. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll throw on 1st down with Osweiler going up top. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are in for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When people see Vince Wilfork, they don't think about his versatility, do they? But we've seen that throughout his career where he's actually played some defensive end as well as his expected defensive tackle and nose tackle positions. Strength, great quickness inside. That allows him to make plays in the offensive backfield.
Absolutely a run stopper. 2nd down, Mariota. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run with Miller. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Second down, 9 yards to go.
117.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. Gets it to Strong. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Another pistol look here. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. And that is incomplete. Owen Daniels, the veteran tight end, was the intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. Osweiler. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of... And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
Now it's Nick Novak back out following his field goal to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll check on his status when we get back. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Mariota on 1st down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The veteran Harry Douglas, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Vince Wilfork able to drop him for a loss of a couple. So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mariota trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away. Fielded just inside the 20.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. And now out comes Houston. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Detroit! Let's go!
Final play of the half. It's Osweiler. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And the lead will grow by one more. Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
So a spectacular run, but not his career long that he had of 97. That was December 14, I believe. 97
yards. That's obviously why they run the type of sprints they run in the offseason. Longer than that to build up the lung capacity. 97 yards, I'm exhausted.
They keep it with Miller on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Play clock winding down. They come up in an offset eye. This is Chris Pohl. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day. Get the blocker away and get into the backfield and make a big-time tackle. That's what we just saw.
Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left. Time running out here on the play clock. 3rd and long. It's Osweiler. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And Novak's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll come out in the pistol. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down, Mariota. And right with it here over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll bring up a second down. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota rolling to his right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. They'll run the counter with Murray. It's good for a gain of 7, but still a few inches short here with fourth down coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Mariota gives to Henry. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And that is incomplete. Rashard Matthews, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a third down. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Mariota now. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
And now out comes Houston. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed.
Super toe.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hey, here I come.
Now Osweiler on 2nd down. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Third down and 12. gun, it's Osweiler. Escaping the pressure right. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Mariani. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Henry, the lone man in the backfield. Now a second down throw for Mariota. They set up the screen for Henry. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. And now out comes Houston. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2nd down following the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to the...
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Off the play fake. Here's Osweiler. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. Out come the Titans now. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one. Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On the read option, it's Mariota. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. DeMarco Murray, kiss him goodbye. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough 3rd down. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. 3rd and long here for Mariota. Wright's got it. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 51 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this. But run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Second down, Mariota. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. On third down, Mariota. Got a man, it's right. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the red zone now, Mariota. Flushed out right. Time for a break. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete. The veteran Andre Johnson the target on that one. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. To the air again, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll throw again. Mariota. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Kendall Wright, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Andre Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Mariota will look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, Osweiler going to throw it. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
And he finds Daniels. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering...
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So, Charles, a win is a win is a win, but a divisional win, that carries a little something extra.
It carries a lot with it because at the end of the year, if things are close, if you're tied, those divisional wins actually count a little bit more.
So for the Texans, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.